Hi there and hello, and welcome back to another day on planet Earth, another day in Love and Action Network, another day to encourage, equip, and empower the world to be amazing just for today, or get as close as we can get to amazing just for today. I want to welcome you back to the podcast. Also to our daily vlog. I was supposed to be here on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Olo was on vacation and I was supposed to be here, but I was not here. I smelled the flowers of life instead, and so we've got some catching up to do today. But remember always, as it's saying down below, the joy is the resistance. Right? Every time we choose to have joy in the face of adversity and challenge, we are winning. And that's very, very good. Today's inspiration comes from 3 cards that fell out of the deck before we started. The first one is expressing love. Today I noticed the things I appreciate about the people in my life. I take a moment to send them love and to wish them well. My love is infinite and it feels great to express it. Today I noticed the things I appreciate about the people in my life. Water's having a personal dance party in the kitchen. Today I noticed the things I appreciate about the people in my life. I take a moment to send them love and to wish them well. My love is infinite and it feels great to express it. The second card is all about projecting. Rather than reacting and projecting my emotion onto others, I remember no one is to blame. No one is responsible for the emotions that I feel. When someone says or does something that brings up strong emotions within me, I have the choice in how I respond. One more time. Rather than reacting and projecting my emotions onto others, I remember no one is to blame. No one is responsible for the emotions I feel. When someone says or does something that brings up strong emotions within me, I have the choice in how I respond. Third card is my least favorite card of the deck, but it's the one that I need the most truly focus in. Get focused, card says. To attract what I want, first I get clear on what it is I desire. I envision it for a minute or more every day, feeling how it would feel to have this in my life, what I would do, how I'd react, who I'd tell. I picture it all. In my continual alignment with my desires, they begin to flow into my physical reality in divine timing. To attract what I want, first I get clear on what it is I desire. Through my continual alignment with my desires, they begin to flow into my physical reality in divine timing. Tara started the day over on TikTok talking about divine timing. Seeds and serendipity is where we're going. We're throwing seeds that we know are going to come to harvest within our network, and we're just believing in the serendipity of the moment and allowing it just to come together. And what the author of our anchor text this year has been calling the puzzle of love. And so I'm going to read a few passages from this week's guidance, and let me know in the comments what comes up for you. The theme, of course, is the puzzle of love. Day 2. A friend calls. We pick up the phone, and that friend tells us how important we are to him or her. Or a family member calls and expresses his or her love. Or we have a quiet conversation with someone we work with. And beyond any work conflicts or disagreements that might have come up, we feel a connection there. Something touches us, our heart opens, and we know love is real. The application for this week is that it happens by the grace of higher power. Some of us have spent our entire lives looking for love from Sky Daddy, other people, family members, and when the lights come on and we finally realize that this is it, it's a pretty amazing thing. Love just didn't look like we thought it would. Love might be a feeling and a gift, but it's also hard work. The following day, the author writes, so other people don't love us the way we wanted to be loved, and we have conflicts and disagreements to work out. And there's that whole forgiveness thing. And sometimes harmonizing with other people can be tricky. What about when we have to put all that energy into setting boundaries, into telling other people no? And then there's that whole thing, about letting go, knowing that we can't control. That's work. And sometimes it hurts. And some of those crazy people we thought we were in love with, we look back and wonder, what was the value in that? But it prepared these beautiful hearts of love that could really work. Okay, how about this challenge? We love someone with all our heart and soul, as much or more as we've loved anyone our whole lives. Then they die. They go away. And we don't get to see them, touch them, hear their beautiful voice again. You don't have to tell me about the challenges of love. I've experienced them all. The challenge is, although this book, or all through this book, we've talked about the challenges of applying each of the values we discussed. All those challenges and more apply to putting together the puzzle that we call love. Are you willing to be a warrior? Hey Angie, welcome back. Are you willing to be a warrior? Are you willing to collect those pieces of your heart and of love as you go along, even though they don't make any sense at all? The inventory focus is, can you trust that there's a beautiful picture coming together, even when you don't know what that picture is? It's been said by every holy book, religion, and psychiatrist worth his or her degree. The goal of the spiritual path is love. At the beginning of this year, beloveds, we talked about going on a treasure hunt and looking for values. Some of them would be gained the hard way. Some handed to us by a friend. Some would be worked out in us as a result of going through tough, sometimes painful circumstances in our lives. We also talked about how important it is to remember that once we get handed a value, it's because we're going to need to use it probably all of our lives. We talked about how important it is to actually practice these values. Just reading about them is like reading a book without exercise. Just reading about them is like reading a book about exercise. It doesn't do any good until we apply the ideas in our lives. The action of the week is that it's hard work to work on the value of love. It's tougher yet to open your heart. But doing your best to work on and live by your values is something you can do. Doing your best to work on and live by your values is something that you can do. One of the days that I missed this week on holiday, I reckon, was solar plexus chakra day, which is Tuesday for us in network. And that day is all about what we're doing. A lot of us have made ourselves believe that we're not doing enough or not outputting enough under capitalism. But it may be nice today to take a moment to focus on exactly what you are doing that's good for you. And everyone today, I'm sure that everyone in the room has done something good for themselves today. It's important to acknowledge the things that we're doing that are good for us. On Sundays, we are in the root chakra. The mantra is I am, I'm loved and lovable. On Monday, we move up into the sacral chakra. I feel loved and lovable. On Tuesday, solar plexus chakra. I take loved and lovable action. Wednesdays, I love being loved and lovable. Thursdays, I speak about loved and lovable things. I speak love into the world. I speak that we are easy to love. So yeah, I hope that you all are having a wonderful Halloween. I think that is a great place to conclude for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll be in the third eye chakra tomorrow. That's all about seeing what is love in the world. Love can be so complex, but some of you all know the healing practitioner Chakra Studio in our network. She has reminded me as often as necessary that while we do live in a very complex world, love itself is very simple. So, if you are out there struggling with being loving towards yourself or loving towards others in any way today, try to find where the keys and carrots simplicity is in that love. You can start with acknowledging that they too are loved and lovable. And then just knowing that can soften all of us into the prickly natures of our lives. Enjoy the rest of your day. On behalf of Poppy Water 33, Tara Barolo Studio, and myself, Andre and Flo on all platforms, all of our healing practitioners and amazing donors and sponsors,